Welcome to Harvard Survivor Season 2. Woo!
Feelings are gonna get hurt. Things are gonna get chicky. And people are gonna get sassy.
One person that is saying that
This is a real Survivor competition. I know what it takes to win this game. I'm gonna make these contestants fun.
no fear, no gold. Yeah? Hello, Lion?
My name is Connor Meyer. I'm the founder and president of the Harvard Undergraduate Survivor Club, the winner of Harvard Survivor Season 1, and your host for Harvard Survivor Season 2.
It's about fighting. Because sometimes you gotta fight for your love. It's not always easy. You're gonna have to give it all you've got. And you gotta fight against other challenges. And in this challenge, the other challenge is the other tribe. You guys are gonna compete in teams of up to 3, and it's going to be sumo.
You take a step back from clever or strategic challenges and instead go full brute force. In this brutal sumo wrestling challenge, anything is allowed. You win by successfully getting any part of the opponent's body outside of the circle. If the match goes on for too long, we may shrink the circle to up the stakes. The first tribe to 5 victories is safe from Tribal Council. Now with Fu out of the picture, the Undatable tribe hopes to redeem themselves and their honor. In case you missed out on prior episodes, the past several tribal councils have revolved around Fu, Survivor Superfan, and Castaway from the Undatable tribe. After a rough performance in the Floor is Lava challenge, Fu found himself on the outs. Back against the wall and facing certain elimination, Fu pulled off a gutsy move, whipping out a fake idol at Tribal Council that he brought into the game. Unsure of its legitimacy, the fake idol incited a wave of chaos and uncertainty, usurping the obvious vote of Fu and instead causing confusion amongst the tribe's people.
Just roll her over your back. Roll left.
Thank you guys for doing it.
A combination of Malachi's failed split vote ploy and Thea's last-second vote flip led to preseason favorite Eva to be sent home in a 3-2-2 stunner at the end of episode 2. The next tribal brought more fireworks as Fu fought from the bottom again, this time targeting Thea, who did not enjoy Fu's public call-out. Finally in episode 3, Fu's magic ran out, as the Undatable tribe voted him to be kicked out in their 3rd straight tribal council. Attributing much of their demise to Fu's antics, will his absence serve as a catalyst to success? Or will the Undatable tribe lose their 4th straight immunity challenge, proving it's more than just one man dragging them down?
5-1 Red Tribe.
Alright, so essentially we just finished the Sumo Wrestling Challenge. Some people are in the Sheraton right now warming up. I came over here being like, might as well look for a minute while they were getting their bags. So then I'm over here talking to Saito. We're like, oh, we're gonna go look around for the idol. We're standing on that mound over there. Because I was like, I wonder what the blue one looked like. So I looked over here where everyone said the blue one was, and I saw this little red thing. And he was like, no, that's not our idol, that's the blue one. I was like, are you sure? So I came over here. Sure enough, there's 2 idols up there, but there's this one kind of pushed a little bit further back. And he was like, no, that's the blue one. And then I saw this. So now I've got the hidden immunity idol.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna see where it goes from here.
Are you planning on telling anyone other than Saeed obviously knows?
Well, I mean, we could use it together, or
I'm happy to.
yeah, have a little alliance. I mean, it's made a connection here, so. But yeah,
Guys, I know. Blue Tribe, now it's your 4th consecutive tribal council. How are you guys feeling? How's morale? That was a tough physical challenge.
I wonder when there will be a not such physical challenge.
Yeah, maybe a puzzle. I hear there's a lot of those on Survivor.
Puzzle would be good. I think we could eat up a puzzle.
Now, it seems like Fu is causing a lot of dysfunction and disruption on the tribe. Now that he's gone, it seemed like he was a target for things. What are things like now that he's gone?
Well, I had a big realization personally that I think a lot of others shared, that maybe Fu has been the culprit of everything that's happened. Because Fu told us to vote out Joey, and he could have been voted out that round, and then he's the reason Eva's gone, and he's the reason he's gone. So all love to him, but I'm happy putting the blame of our failures on him. So.
Has there been a new person to replace Fu as the focal point of the tribe?
I think it's still on too.
Very much.
Very anti-Fu vibe.
We wish him the best.
Okay. Alright, any other big revelations going into the next vote?
Hit my head on the ground.
Oh.
That was tough physically. It was tough physically.
Alright. Is there any thoughts on the idol? Any talk of the idol? Anybody?
You could have been looking.
Oh, I forgot.
No.
Okay.
We're surprised that Fu Shot had the foresight to bring a green idol.
Yeah, I keep
Green
forgetting
fake
that it
idol.
was a fake idol.
He also could have lied about being fake just to spite us, but it looking back, seemed very, very shady bait. I know that there's at least one vote going to Oscar, so we're supposed to all split ways. I would have liked to draw, but also I don't want to go home. And this way I'm hoping, I'm like, Sophia, it could have been you, but now it definitely isn't. And remember that time I tried to vote you out? So, it's really getting sad though. I feel sad and I'll miss our Oscar. But yeah.
Who did you tell to vote Oscar?
No one. This was Thea.
Sort of decided to split the votes because I think we're a little too tired of tribal council to come up with an actual plan of who to vote out. So we're sort of gonna let fate decide what happens.
So the real plan was that we were all gonna vote for somebody and then this was getting too tied.
Okay.
But I think ultimately that's unsustainable, and I think personally Oscar's been least helpful in the challenges, and honestly we need all the strength we can get going into potentially merging.
I'll read the votes. First vote, Oscar. Next vote, Thea. Next vote, Thea. That's 2 votes Thea, 1 vote Oscar. Fourth vote, Oscar. That's 2 votes Oscar, 2 votes Thea, 1 vote left. The 4th person voted out of Harvard Survivor Season 2. Awesome. Good game, guys.
Wait, I'm so...
Oscar. Time is spoken. It's time for you to go.
When we were outside that little judo ring, you didn't give me a straight answer, and that made me think I can't trust you. And I think you're in cahoots with Malachi.
I am voting for Thea.
Okay, yeah, I'm voting for Oscar.
So I'm voting for Oscar.
You know, I love Oscar. He's great.